You know, it's odd that we live in a situation like in a country where this is allowed, where people are literally allowed to take pot shots at the running president of the United States. Because, look, even if it's someone you don't like, we need to agree that as a society, we're better than this. But again, if you have an ideology where you believe that the person running for office is literally Hitler, and anything done against him and the people that vote for him or the people that advocate for him are also Hitler, then I guess, the next logical step is the, I don't know if it was planned or not, assassination of a running president. Look, I have no love for Trump, and it's terrible that we're at this point where it's between two people who one belong in an old person's home, but two, you know, someone who is mentally unfit to run and someone who's, I mean, a businessman. And but again, we're to this point where, again, there's just no younger runners because this idea of being a politician till the day you die is odd to me. Like after some years, it's like you gotta retire. But again, well, the message this is sending is no, American politicians. Politicians here in America grasp onto power until their dying fucking day. And I mean, I guess Obama was younger, but then you seen the before and after pictures of him running for president, and shit literally almost sucked the soul from this man. But that's neither here nor there. But it's fascinating, right? You have, I guess there's this concert for P Diddy, or I think his name's P Diddy, or was it Jack Black? But you had the person that he had him ask, "Oh, what do you want for your birthday?" And the person said, "Oh, don't miss the next shot on Trump." And I'm paraphrasing. It's like, okay, these are the people who are, the most empathetic in this society, but they're the most empathetic until it's for someone they don't like, and then they become the most edgiest. They say the most deranged bullshit, like the shit that you could say on the internet in 2014 and be fine, but now that we have the Trust and Safety Council on almost every single website, you're not allowed to say this unless you're, for the saying things for the, you're a Democrat and you're saying these things against, Republicans and the people you don't like. Oh, well, then it's fine. But God forbid it be the other way around, because they will absolutely censor you. But, I mean, it's odd that it puts the people who are against Trump in this odd predicament, because for the past several years they were saying that he's literally like Hitler. So you have to ask, do you condone this, right? Or do you condemn it? And if they condone it, then it's like, okay, so who's the actual fascist here? Like, you want to live in a system where a running president can get shot in the head just because you don't like it. But if they condemn it, it's like, okay, so you don't think he's literally like Hitler. You're just saying what you were supposed to say at the time. I mean, it's just an odd predicament that they're placed in. Again, I just don't want to live in a society where, again, a running president that's, again, trying to represent half of the American population can get shot, and the other half are like, yes, this is the way that this thing should be. Like, I don't want to live in that type of country. Like, I don't want to operate in that type of system. But people do, apparently. And it's like, okay, well, if you want this system where the people you don't like are just shot in the head, I mean, I guess Martin Luther King, JFK, would have something. Fucking Abraham Lincoln would have something to say about that. I mean, if they could, you know. But again, it's the empathetic people, right? It's the people who say the right things are the most empathetic and good-natured people in the room of a particular ideology. They're like, yes, this is good. This is the way things should be. And it's like, I see. Now you're showing your true colors. Like, I don't watch Destiny at all, but he's really huffing some copium. And yeah, I mean, it is odd that Destiny now got. Did he get banned from Twitter or did he get shadow banned? Because again, he was saying all these things about people who Trump and people who vote for him should have bad things happen to them, and then Twitter's like, you're not allowed, or X is like, you're not allowed to say that. Bad move, Destiny, and they shadow banned him or something like that. So it's like, at least there's some level of accountability. I mean, what people want are the rules to be applied equally, but they're absolutely not. They weren't applied equally, at least on Twitter, up until the point Elon Musk took the helm. I mean, look, once you piss people off enough, and they're like, fuck it, I'm gonna buy this company and do what I want. It's like, what you get is Elon Musk, someone that you piss off enough and they actually have the money and the means. Because most people will just, if they're left alone, they'll leave you alone. They might say their weird shit and they might, shit in their own circle, right? And that's fine. But then once you actively go after these people, then you see that they come after you back. Because again, when we're talking complete strangers, right? It's like you're trying to declare yourself the most moral person in the room among complete strangers on the internet, but then you condone the assassination of Trump, the running president. It's like, okay, so who are you trying to convince? Are you trying to convince the people around you? Or, because even they are now like, oh, well, this isn't a good thing. Like, I don't know a single person who's like, this is the way this should be. At least, not where I live. I mean, I don't know, I don't really ask. I mean, talking politics is kind of boring and divisive and usually serves no purpose. But I can talk events, and this is definitely an event, right? But that's just about all I gotta say about this. I mean, that we shouldn't be living in a society where people you don't like are just assassinated. I think that's a very, very bad place to live. And I'm also get this off my chest. Like, I think there's a lot of religious fundamentalists that will look at this and be like, oh, it's God and it's that. Again, the same people who thought D&D was satanic, heavy metal is satanic, playing games is bad and the devil and all that. The same people that use the tactics before, the woke individual. Now, if you play a game, you're a sexist and a racist and a misogynist. And if you don't buy a Disney product, you're a sexist, racist, misogynist. Again, the tactics haven't really changed. The only thing that has changed were the words being used. Where one shamed, the other just throw like these emotionally charged words at people. And I don't want any of these individuals. I don't want the religious evangelicals back, and I don't want the woke moralists here either. Like, both these people should leave me the fuck alone, but they don't want to. Like, literally, the fact that I play video games make these people incapable of sleeping at night, and they fucking come after me, and they come after the things I like. And they hope to change the things I like that they don't like. But at least in the case of the Christians, you could tell them to fuck off. But then you have this new woke, moral this woke religion going around in most entertainment companies, and they itched their way in these companies and are now imposing what they want on IPs that have always been useful. And I mean, that's a whole nother rant. Well, IPs have used to sell, but now they don't because of that. But whole nother rant. But anyway, that's all I really gotta say about this. Peace.